Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Salam sejahtera untuk kita semua. Hello everyone, how are you doing? Welcome back to my channel, my English channel in Hirfajana. Today we are going to talk about new topics. But before that, I would like to ask you some questions about the following pictures. Do you know this person? Yes, that's right. It's Mr. Habibi. What about this one? Great. She is Mrs. Kartini and Taylor Swift. What about this one? Awesome. Is our president, Mr. Joko Widodo. Do you know what made these people famous? Okay. Perhaps you answer about the invention, their achievements, their contributions, their works, and etc. That's right. In this time, we are going to learn about all of that things. One kind of text, namely biographical recount text. Hello, some of you may already know about recount text in junior high school. But today we are going to focus on biographical recount or biography. Do you remember what is recount text? Exactly. Recount text is a text which details event in the past. Now, here are some things that you will learn in this biography text. We will learn about the definition. We will also learn how to analyze social functions, generic structures, and language features of biography text. At the end of the lesson, you are expected to create and compose your own biography text about the people or person that you have chosen. Now, what is actually biography text? Biography text is a detailed description of a person's life that involves the basic facts like education, work, relationship, and death, and so on. What is the purpose of biography text? The first one is to know a person's story about his or her life of any accomplishment the person may be known for. The second one is to give lots of information easily. And the last one is to educate the readers or audiences. Now, as you have learned previously, the structure of recount text, there are three parts of them. The first one, orientation, events, and reorientation. Now take a look at each structure. Orientations explain the background information of the person, such as full name, place, and date of birth. And the second one is events. It tells the explanation of problem solving, career processes, and various events experienced by the main participants in chronological order. Last but not least is reorientation, which tells about conclusion or comment by the writer. It can be explanation about the contribution of the person or views of the author. Now, let's read and take a look at the example of the text. This is the example of biography text of Keith Campbell, a prominent biologist. Which one do you think is the orientations, events, and reorientation? That's right. The first paragraph is the orientation, the second one is the events, and the last one is reorientation. Now, let's go to the language characteristic or language features of the text. As I've mentioned before, recount text retell past events, so the tense is used mostly in the past form, that is simple past, past continuous, past perfect tense. As there is also temporal conjunction and adverbs of time. Here's a brief explanation of simple past tense. Take a brief look of the pattern and the examples of text. And this is the sentence pattern of past continuous tense as well as its function and examples of text. Next is the the past perfect tense. Here is the sentence pattern and also the examples of text. Besides the tenses, there's also temporal conjunction as the following items, and also after you have learned about the language features and characteristics of biography text, the last thing that you are expected to do is to create or compose your own writing text. So before you write biography text, you need to take a look at the guideline question so your text will be in control. So here are several questions that you can ask before you composing your biography text. It can be about the childhood, personality, description, turning points, contribution, and the legacy of the participant or the person that you are going to tell the biography. And then next, after you answer the guideline questions, the next step that you can do is follow the writing process steps. There are several steps. The first one is pre-writing, by doing some research about your participant in the internet of book or books, and then planning and outlining. You can put it in brainstorming and on mind mapping in the form of graphic organizer. Then you can write your first draft by using and referring to the language features of the text. And the next is you can redraft and revise your text by again take a look at the language features and cohesive devices of a text. So your ideas will link quite coherently. And then the next step is edit and proofread. You can do it yourself, or you can ask and consult to your friends and your teachers, of course. So after you do the writing process, biography text. Okay, guys, you have already learned about the definition, social functions, generic structure, and language features of recount text, as well as how to create or compose a good biographical recount text. Now, let's check your understanding about this topic. Read the questions carefully. Number one, the answer is okay. Number two, and the answer is excellent. Now let's continue. Number three, and the answer is good job. Now let's continue to number four. And the answer is great job. Now the last questions. And the answer is well done. You have already do the review. Well, of course, this is not enough. You can ask formative tests to your teachers, or you can find it in your workbook or textbook, so you can get more information about this topic. Well, if you have any questions about biographical recount text, feel free to ask me in my email. You can send me via WhatsApp messages. You can send me direct message in my Instagram, and of course, for sure, you can type your questions in the comment section in this channel. So, guys, that's all that I can explain about biographical recount text. Hope you get something and learn something from this topic. Don't forget to click like or subscribe. Hopefully I can provide some